Kia ora tātou. So for those of you that aren't aware, Upper Hutt City Council is TPPA free. So at the meeting on the 24th of February, we moved a resolution that was voted 7-4 in favour, that for several reasons, and there were 8, that until such time as there is robust debate and until such time as we are convinced that local government is not affected by the TPPA, we decided to take the precautionary approach and be TPPA free. Now, of course, some of you will know, and might not know, and some of you will know, that there's been a bit of a backlash about that. And that backlash has been from none other than the Hutt Valley Chamber of Commerce and none other than the National List MP Chris Bishop for Hutt Valley, but I think he's based in actually Lower Hutt, not Upper Hutt. So they took exception to us and said that the Upper Hutt City Council were anti-business and anti-trade. And for those of you that know about the TPPA will know that actually what we are doing is protecting our small businesses from in the democratic and sovereign way that as leaders of our community we've been mandated to do by the voters that have elected us. Somebody at a private function that I went to, a private local Neighbours Day function, decided to ask me why on earth I would make such a decision, in fact why on earth I might move such a resolution. And my answer was, if Coca-Cola decided to come along and bottle the water from the Hutt River, not sure they would because it's not that clean, but you know, they can clean the water. If they did that, would we be able to stop them? Well, you know the answer with the TPPA is no. Now, I can't have that happen to the Hutt River in Upper Hutt. I can't have that happen to any business in Upper Hutt. I can't have that happen to the environment of Upper Hutt. So I stood up and said, as the mover of the resolution, that until such time as we're convinced the TPPA is going to look after local democracy and sovereignty, we have to have that precautionary approach. The other concern I have about the TPPA is women. Women are not empowered by any free trade agreement ever. And the reason being is that women are the most vulnerable, but one of the reasons internationally is women do not have the access to finance, to property, and to trade itself in order to benefit. So not only do I have the local perspective, but I also understand that women need to be supported and empowered in any, in the business sense, in order to be, empowered in their lives. And of course, we know there are lots of other things that make women vulnerable, but that's one of the. And I bet, and we've got some politicians here who can tell me, I bet there was never a gender impact analysis done on the TPPA. Now, I know some people will say we should have a children's impact on children, but if we can't get a gender impact analysis done, if we can't empower women, 51% of our population, how on earth are we ever going to empower and protect our most vulnerable, which are our children? Kia ora tātou, keep up the good work.
Angela's right. This House is supposed to protect the most vulnerable New Zealanders. Our government is supposed to look after our rights, our democratic rights. It's supposed to look after all of us, and it's not doing that. So what do we do if our government's not listening? Well, there's several things we can do. We can't vote them out this year because there isn't an election this year. But we can actually say we want something done about this. We want John Key and all the people that he's supporting to listen up, and we're going to tell them that we can take actions against them. One of the things we can do is actually say we want our democracy back. Because this is what this is about, giving over our rights, our sovereign rights to corporations. So when democracy is under attack, what are you going to do? Stand up, fight back. When democracy is under attack, stand up, fight back. It's really important we do that. And one of the ways we can make our democracy work better is to make sure that Parliament that all of the MPs in the House have some say on the trade deals signed, making sure that it's not just the interests of a few that are represented by the government of the day, holding people like John Key and his cronies to account. So today we've asked 3 of the political parties in the House to come and say what they're going to do to defend the rights of ordinary Kiwis. Do you want our political party standing up for all of us? Yes. Do you think that's their job? Yes. Well, let's hear what they've got to say. From Labour, we've got Grant Robertson. From the Greens, Kennedy Graham. And from New Zealand First, Fletcher Tabato. They're all going to come and say 2 minutes what their parties will do. So Grant's going to